I, Zagros, am here to say that the water crisis is not a joke and is a danger that will soon engulf humanity worldwide. I am not a water or geography expert, but I can provide the root cause of all crises on Earth with solid evidence. By going beyond the framework of nature's laws and manipulating its formulation, man has always destroyed it. The main factor in the emergence of crises by humans is man himself. The parents are the ones responsible for a family. If a crisis occurs among children, it is because of their mismanagement. One question: who runs the world? The answer to this question is clear. Politicians rule the world. Despite the wishes of a large percentage of the world's people, politicians have taken over the world. Wars, migration, pollution, drought, heat, sanctions, terrorism and insecurity, and human rights. Politicians exist only to create crises. Their interests are secured in the shadow of crises. Peace and justice for nations are not important to them. Politicians are few in number. They have a corner of the world or a city and a capital, and they gather everything they need for their entertainment in that spot or their capital, and imprison the rest of the people. You might think I'm being lobbied by a movement, party, or policy. Them. No, that's not true. I have experienced and felt all the crises in the world myself. Behind me is the border between two countries. When I was 10 years old, a neighboring country attacked my city. Our school was bombed, our teachers and classmates were killed, our family was killed, our school was destroyed, our city was bombed and we fled the city to avoid being killed. I felt 40 years of sanctions, I felt terrorism, I felt revolution, drought, global warming, immigration. All of this misery that I felt was brought upon me by the actions of world politicians. Rest assured, I am defending myself. I am not being lobbied. I have been wounded, I have suffered. My life has been destroyed by politicians. I only have one YouTube channel through which I want to tell the people of the world that there are great dangers facing humanity, and these dangers are due to the mismanagement of Western politicians in the world. This is the link to my channel. Subscribe to the channel so I can show you the solution to all the world's crises. I have felt all the world's crises. I warn people in developed Western countries not to think that because you are technologically advanced you can deal with crises. This is not true. In the COVID-19 pandemic, You have shown that you are vulnerable to crises. The number of politicians in the world is very small compared to the number of people, but they have enslaved the world and its people, and they do whatever they want with the world and its people. One by creating crises that constantly keep nations busy, and the other by supporting arms companies. Nations can prevent crises in the world with the help of science and scientists. According to recent reports by the International Institute for Strategic Studies (IISS) and the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute (SIPRI), global military spending in 2023 was about $2.5 trillion. Isn't this an exorbitant cost? What benefit does this cost have for human society? Doesn't this automatically create the potential for wars? What benefit do wars have for us? Security. Not at all. If this huge military budget were spent on scientific research, technology, and its implementation in the world, there would undoubtedly be no crisis. But the purpose of these expenditures is precisely to create crises, enslave nations, provide a market for arms companies, and generate wealth for capitalism. Now let's get to the main topic, the freshwater crisis that has gripped the world these days, even reaching Europe. Southern Europe, Spain, Italy, Greece, and Portugal are facing a shortage of water. One of the factors behind the world's water problem is the lack of population growth management and education on water use in developing and underdeveloped countries such as Asia and Africa. Another factor in the water crisis that has the same effects on all parts of the world is climate change and global warming. This is also due to deliberate mismanagement for the benefit of a few in the capitalist system, through the mediation of politicians, at the cost of creating devastating and irreparable crises. I am shocked by the rationality of a person who does things that later create problems for himself. Deforestation is another factor in the water shortage crisis. What goods are produced from trees that are more essential to humanity than water? I don't think these luxury goods are as important in human life as water, climate, and nature. Apart from essential wood products, a large portion of the trees cut down in war are consumed for profit in the capitalist system. Similarly, personal wealth accumulation at any cost is the cause of the water crisis, climate change, and global warming. This is just one example of the destruction of the planet and humanity in the pursuit of personal wealth and capitalism. So far, I have mentioned some of the dangerous crises and the factors involved in their birth, which is the deliberate mismanagement of the politicians who govern the world. So be assured that even if these politicians rule the world for 1,000 years with their military spending, weapons, arms companies, and nuclear bombs, the people of the world will never see peace, tranquility, justice, and comfort. In this 21st century, when human society has a vast intellect and rationality, possesses the highest level of technology and artificial intelligence, and has many great scientists, be a prisoner of the charlatanism of politicians' policies. Politicians are not trustworthy. Their souls are full of mischief and warmongering. They only think about capital gains at any cost. Even establishing terrorism, even destroying their own cities and killing their fellow citizens. They commit every inhuman act by tricking and deceiving public opinion, even September 11th. You Westerners should not think that crises will not affect your countries and that you will be able to deal with them with the knowledge you have. COVID-19 and the September 11th incident are evidence of the truth of my claim. You Westerners, go back 80 years in history and see what crises you have had. World War II, thousands of other crises. Today's rulers are no different from those of 80 years ago in terms of intellect. From their threatening fingers, from their weapons, from their belligerence, from their facial expressions, it is clear that their intellects are similar. Do you know what devastating crises are currently occurring in the world that are the product of the minds of these world rulers? The war in Ukraine, the war in Iraq, Syria, Iran, sanctions, immigration, pollution, global warming, droughts, water crises, the dangers of nuclear war, North Korea, and thousands of other crises. These problems that politicians have created will not only not be solved, but their scope will also become wider. It is now October 2025. Look at who are the rulers of the great powers in the world. What are their plans? In your opinion, are today's political rulers similar in their thinking to the political ruler who started the World War 80 years ago? Have these politicians changed in their thinking over the past 80 years? Apparently not. This sign of threat is a common denominator between them, and this threat to peace, tranquility, justice, and humanity is far more dangerous than it was 80 years ago. Today, in 2025, while artificial intelligence has been added to humanity's scientific community, With these strange political leaders and nuclear weapons, the risk of destruction of human society and the planet is greater than ever. The people of the world, especially the people of the West, who are more advanced in science and rationality than all other nations in the world, should give serious thought to eliminating this danger. There is a proverb in our literature that says, "Take a warning of danger seriously, even if you receive it from a fool or a madman." And I am Zagros. In this cozy and remote corner of the third world, I will show you the solution to all the world's crises. The solution to all the world's crises is to remove politicians and politics from the world's governance and administration. This is the link to my channel. Subscribe to it so that you and I can show the nations the cause and solution to all the world's problems. Let's save the world and humanity from nuclear war and destruction before it's too late. YouTube officials, why aren't you showing my videos on YouTube? I am not looking for income, nor am I a candidate for election, nor am I a representative of any party or group. I only want to save humanity and the world from crises and problems.